Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. The recitation today is the 30th Sabad in Rag Sorat, Mahalla Panjwa, the 5th Nanak. The first verse, these are all two-liners. Sorat Mahalla Panjwa, Jaake Simaran hoye ananda, बिन से जन्म मरण पै दुखी चारे पदार्थ नव निद पावै बहुर न तृष्णा भुखी. So the literal meaning is that in devotional mindfulness, when you are in devotional mindfulness of the One, Simaran, remembrance, then bliss arises, hoye ananda. Not only that, it arises because the fear of birth and death is dispelled. Bin se janam maran pay dukhi. And one attains the four blessings, if you will, cardinal virtues, if you will, char padarth. This has a long history in Indian thought. We'll touch on this a little bit. Nav nidapave, the treasure trove of virtue. Bahurna trisna pukhi, never again to suffer from cravings. So mindful remembrance is bliss. It is freedom from fear. It is fulfillment, no cravings. So this really is, Simran is Gurmat therapy. It's the framework of Gurmat therapy, if you will, to heal the wounds of the ego, because we are wounded in some very deep spiritual sense. And so the healing comes through meaning, through connection, through presence. So when it says Ja Ke Simran, it is a meditative call to the mind, to the calling of the mind, calling out to Nam, divine presence, wisdom. That is what is being asked of. In the Rahau, Jakol naam let tu sukhi. Utter the name and you will be at peace. Uttering the name essentially means imbibing wisdom, imbibing the state of mind. Saas saas te aave Thakur ko. With every breath, turn your attention to the Master within. Man tan jiyare mukhi. And do that. Turn your attention with mind, body, spirit, and speech. So remain in mindful remembrance with every breath. The question is, how do you practice this? Because when this awareness comes to pervade the body in thought, deed, and action, peace doesn't remain a goal, it just becomes a state of being. Sant pave hove manasito, this is what happens, this is the outcome. Tranquility prevails, the mind feels a soothing. Sant pave hove manasito, the fire of desires no longer burns. Agana na antar dukhi, no sorrow. And so Nanak concludes by saying that the enlightener Gur gave Nanak the vision or the awareness of the self. Gur Nanak ko Prabhu dikhaya, showing change in perception. It's not just seeing with the eyes. And this Prabhu pervades everything, water, land, all vegetation. Jal thal tribhavan rukhi. This is a short verse, but profound in its message. Simran, practice of mindfulness, is to achieve an egoless state. Now, this egoless state is relational. It's not empty space, but it's relational in that it's oriented towards the self. It is loving because it is rooted in love. There is a beloved at the other end. And it is joyful. It is suffused with anand, with sukh, with ras. And it is transformative. Cravings dissolve, fear fades away, a higher self or consciousness is born. So this is that vision, dikhaya, of unity. That inner quiet mirrors outer revelation. So when the fire of longing is stilled, the divine appears in everything, in all things. So this is not just simply poetry, it is experiential. It is, so it turns to Jalathal Mayal, nature as a healer, your grounding, regulation, the awe that it brings. It is showing that this self is in nature. So this Gurmat framework is an embodied framework. It is ecological, it's universal. So this receptive state that Guru Arjan is describing is where suffering loses its sting, its wholeness, its presence. Okay? So with your breath, remember the divine presence relieves you of your anxiety. Let your thoughts go, and your cravings will go. Reframe your thoughts and realize the one is present in all. You're never alone. And sit with uncertainty. Replace ego self with a Naam-based identity. So anchoring yourself in sacred remembrance is the message, is the therapy in Sikhi. We'll talk more about this as we go along. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.